So the narrative is that Minneapolis is losing market share. We're losing kids every single year. And that is entirely true. I went back and I looked at data for several years, but I kind of aggregated the last two. And I did it grade to grade. In MPS, we never have more students in any grade, class of 2030 or class of whatever that would be, than we do in kindergarten. That's through all models, through everything. Kindergarten is where we top out. But the K-5 and 6-8 schools, so those schools that kind of feed together K-5 into a 6-8, are represented by the blues here, and the K-8s are represented by the pinks. And even though MPS is serving 40% of their middle schoolers in K-8s, they're serving 35% of overall K-8 students in a K-8 configuration. So the number actually increases as we get closer to middle school. And you can see we have this huge dive of kids leaving. Huge dive in enrollment and increase in kids leaving at that 5 to 6 split, which is acknowledged by the district, but not acknowledging that that's not happening in our K-8 schools. That's just a tiny fraction of who's leaving here. So kind of taking into account averages, the attrition rate at K-8s is half what it is at the elementary middle school feeder model. And overall student numbers is kind of even more striking to me anyway. Every year we're losing 1,000 kids out of our elementary middle school models versus 276 out of our K-8s. So just looking a little bit more closely at that 5-6 transition, again, 40% of middle schoolers are in our K-8s. In those middle school years, we lose an average of 36 students a year. In the K-8 schools at that 5-6 transition, we lose 263 out of those middle schools, and that translates to 15% of our 5th graders are leaving MPS at that split when they have to do that transition. And even in our dual campus K-8s, we do not see that kind of attrition when the building shifts. So those are huge numbers. The other thing I want to point out about enrollment is that there are 5,000 students in Zone 1 in Minneapolis that attend K-8 schools, and they're not attending Minneapolis public schools. So we lose a lot fewer people. So students like their K-8s better. Clearly their parents are liking their K-8 better too. And we hear that over and over from all sectors of the district.